into our main discussion. So everybody, come on, let's get into it. Let's do this.
Oh, that's new.
All right, time to get into it. And that's what I like to say. Very first thing I want to discuss today is Gargoyles, because I mean, why not? I heard this came out, and I'm like, okay, everybody, Gargoyles, the cartoon, is going to become a series. And it's like, of course, it's something I could see them doing. You know, this thing went for like 78 episodes, so that was a pretty long time. And it was on Disney Plus now. The whole thing's going to be developed for Disney Plus, a live action version. Of course, these are Gargoyles that are brought to New York, and then they're on top of New York, or the Empire State Building or some shit. And then they come to life and they want to save New York, and they become like Batman pretty much out there saving the world, and they're gargoyles, and they become gargoyles again at night, and then they, whatever. But it's gonna be done by the same house that actually James Wan created, and the production company. He's not a part of it apparently, but his producing buddy is. They'll be like show running it and doing the whole production, and actually executive producing it and putting it together. So it could be interesting. I like the idea of it. I think it could be fun live action. It was a fun cartoon when I was a kid. It's a long time ago, but to me, it's like also one of those things that are like scraping the bottom of the barrel to try to make something work. But Atomic Monster, the production company, is doing this. And, it might be good, it might be bad. But this ran from 1994 to 1997. And I think that it's a big deal for, fans of our kids of the show. They might be very excited to see a Gargoyles live action show. Now, I'm guessing not all of us are going to love it. Peppy had the bomb. When does Peppy get a bomb thing? Oh, he didn't. He wasn't ready today for that.
He had one on Friday. I answered that in the chat.
It was too much pressure, Goldie, from today. Too much pressure. Peppy's had a long day. But Mike, what do you think about this? Do you think it's a good idea to do a Gargoyles live action TV series for Disney Plus, or do you think this is a bad idea and they should just leave it in the animated world and not bring this shit back to anywhere?
I've never watched one episode of this show.
You're missing out.
There's a lot of people that have a lot of love for it. What's the guy's name? The guy that created the Batman animated series, he did not have love for it. He said the only reason people care about it is some misplaced sense of nostalgia for the trash of their youth. Like, I don't know I don't have the exact quote here, but it was that harsh. I don't know if it's gonna be live action, get some cool CG in there. I mean, Gargoyles look pretty goddamn cool in CG, I think. I don't know. This show, I wasn't a real big fan of the Disney animation of the mid 90s. And did this air on ABC, or did I have to be over at a friend's house that had access to the Disney Channel to be able to watch it?
You had to have that friend access on Disney Channel.
I didn't have the friends. That was my problem.
Hey man, you could have came over to my house, watched Gargoyles. Could have done it. You could have called up the Pep Star. He might have been able to watch it with you. I don't know.
We'll get out your VHS tapes.
Yeah. I mean, it's for some people. Sean, what do you think? Are you excited about Gargoyles at all? We thought this was a good idea. Are you shaking your head no over there?
I am so excited about Gargoyles. Of all of the 90s, mid-level cartoons to come out, making Street Sharks live action would probably be way too expensive. The prosthetic clone are going to be ridiculous. Gargoyles, I don't know how the hell they're going to get Brooklyn's nose. If you got a picture of Brooklyn, here's where you'd put it in there. But, just he's, you can't see him in there. Damn. Anywho, no, I like this. This was honestly this was right in my wheelhouse as a kid. Like, came home and watched this. There he is. Look at that schnoz. Ed Asner. I'm moving my mouse, like you guys can see my mouse. Ed Asner is the old gargoyle, so that's going to be great. Let's get Ed Asner in there. Give him the Grand Moff Tarkin treatment.
He's still with us?
I think he passed on.
He's absolutely dead. He's absolutely dead. But no, I think this is good IP. If done faithfully, I think it could be a lot of fun. These transitions in live action typically do not work and don't do well. But I think there's a good enough kind of like cult status associated with Gargoyles and the fans. I mean, they keep pumping out like really good like collector level figures and statues of these guys, and I'm excited to see what they do with it for sure.
Yeah,
it was a well-written show. Yes.
Yeah. the voice cast was mostly Star Trek actors too. That's very interesting as well.
There you go.
It was a fun cartoon. I mean, like I said, 78 episodes, did really well for them. It was very adult themed, I would say, for kids too, for a kids cartoon.
Back when 3 seasons was 78 episodes.
It's a lot, Mike. That's the way it used to be. They used to pump that stuff out back in the day. Nowadays, it's like, they don't make episodes like that anymore. But the animation was just like, get the content out. And it was great stuff. So I think it could translate. I think it could translate very well. I'm excited to see favorite character. Yeah. Queen, I'm happy you love this too, because it was a good show. I'm not sure if Sabrina's going to talk about this and with much love, I don't think. But Sabrina, what do you think about Gargoyles coming out and a live action version of this Disney classic? What do you think about this?
I'll tell you what I think about you making my decisions for me, and I don't like it. I honestly, to be fair, Brian, you were 100% right. But after reading all this stuff in the chat and listening to Mike and Sean talk about it, I'm kind of into it. They were all named after the borough of New York. Fuck yes, please, and thank you. That's awesome. So I'm super into that. Queen said it was kind of like Ninja Turtles with gargoyles. I fucking loved Ninja Turtles when I was growing up. So I don't know. I'm feeling good about it. Ed Asner was mentioned. I'm in. I'm fucking in. Shocking to everybody, especially Brian. I'm in.
I wish.
I do like the fact that season 2 was 52 episodes compared to season 1 and 3 both having 13. Like, they're just like, fuck it, we got nothing else going on. Let's just put a bunch of gargoyles on there.
That's like One Piece, like the original anime of what's it called, manga or whatever.
Manga.
I don't know what it's called. Yeah. So the original, like every season, like one. Thank you, manga. I'm sorry, I knew I'd fuck it up. Like some seasons were like 100 and something episodes, and some seasons were like 13 episodes. It was like so bizarre. I'm like, how did this? And it like every season, there was like no pattern. I was just like, what the fuck is going on? Over 1,000 episodes, but like some seasons, like I said, 13, and other ones were over 100. It was insane. Like I don't know how they figured that out. You wish what?
On Laserdisc.
I wish I had the time. Yeah, you would need it.
You watch all those?
The real estate.
Oh my god!
It's a lot of time. It's a lot of time to rewatch those.
I would love to rewatch it. I'm sure a lot of it doesn't hold up anymore. Like all the the subtle sexual tension between a gargoyle and a man and a woman, the woman cop detective. I'm sure none of that really works.
I'm guessing that is Demona. Is she the woman cop detective?
Demona was the love interest that is a gargoyle. The one that wasn't the gargoyle is, what is her name? I forgot her name. Eliza, I believe. Anywho, yeah.
Eliza and Peggy. Hamilton reference, sorry.
Overall, though, I mean, it was a fun cartoon, and then people have been talking about it online that it's going to be great. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I think that it is a good concept, and I think for a live-action version, I think people might love it. They might love it. What you laugh about over there, Sabrina?
He's at a blender for that picture you had with like the streamer. He said it's at a blender party fever.
That was a reference. Now I got it.
I didn't know either. I was like, what is he talking about? And then I was like, oh, I get it. The comments are a little delayed, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, something weird. I mean, I think we're just having some technical weird shit out there, but yeah, Gargoyles is coming, everybody. If you're excited about it, you hate it, you love it, it's coming. I think we're all pretty excited about it. It could be fun, and I think that it's a good thing for Disney to be making. And then you're getting, a really good, kind of horror-based production company coming in, thriller. So it'll be interesting to see how they actually capture it and make this come to life.